Good evening and welcome to another Scale Model Ninja. Tonight we'll be carrying on with the AWACS. But I have been playing around with a couple of other things over the week, hopefully getting it close to finished. So I'll show you that in a minute. But yep, so tonight we'll go on to chat and see who's in first tonight, and that was David from Sprue and Glue. He's saying hi Ross, Christine and chat. Good evening David. And then we've got Colin from Festa 67 Workshop saying, hi folks. And then we've got Sprue and Glue saying hi to Colin, hope you're well. And he's going just replying, fine David and you. And then we've got Marcus Brunning saying, hi Ross. And then we've got Sprue and Glue saying, yeah, okay, thanks buddy. Then we've got Marcus saying hi to David. Colin saying hi to Marcus. And then you got Sprue and Glue saying hi to Marcus. But he put Mark Cook somehow. Good old spell checker, no doubt. Something got wrong with that one. Do apologise for shabbiness, but I haven't had a shave tonight yet. And then we've got Hugh Gordon saying, evening all. Good evening, Hugh. Welcome to the show. And then we've got Marcus saying hi to Hugh. And then David saying, 7 sleeps till Christmas. And then we've got David saying hi to Hugo. And then Hugh saying hi to Marcus and Dave. And then he's also saying evening to Colin. So, this week, as I said, I've been playing around with the Tiger Models kit of the F5 Freedom Fighter. Now, with this kit, what I've been doing just offline, been playing around with really. Not exactly the best kit to be playing with. But it's gone together slowly, and I've not actually used any of the actual original decals from it. These are ones that I've got given to go on it, even though they're not the right markings, but hey ho. So we'll basically switch over to MacCam. And there we go. Excuse all this stuff out of the way a minute. There we go. I've got some of the parts ready for the AWACS to carry on. Just hold the stuff out of the way. So then we can actually see what we're doing. So, what I've been playing with is this little thing. And I'm getting there slowly with it. And this is the F5 Freedom Fighter. Now, it's supposed to have either Turkish, Japanese, or some other country's markings on it, but I don't have those decals for it. So I've made up a squadron. I don't know who it is for it from, but it seems to come out okay. Plus I've added the obligatory little shark mouth to it. I thought it just looked, it's sort of like an aircraft that looks like it could do with a sharky mouth. So I've done it in the US Air Force colours, and even though I did a little bit of research, found out that they did have them mostly in silver. So that's how that one's coming out. So that's a Tiger Models kit. Not for the faint-hearted, because it's not exactly the best kits to play with unless you're a bit more experienced builder. But other than that, it's all fun and games. We've got Cora Pink joining us in, saying evening all. And you've got Marcus saying hi to Cora, and then Cora saying hi to Marcus. And then Marcus says, that's a great build, Ross. Well, thank you very much. Now, for the AWACS, I have actually been doing a little bit off camera, and that's mainly setting up, getting the gloss work done on the engine pods, so they're all ready to attach to the wings. But I've got to leave them for at least till tomorrow before I can actually touch them, because the gloss does take a bit to dry. And the wing underside of it has all been glossed ready. So you've got a few more bits to go on it, and then hopefully we'll get the rest of it glossed. And I've got the ice breaking part to go on the front of the wing, so I've got to paint that on yet, which is what I'll be doing today. And then the other parts are all to do with the tail. So these have all been glossed up and sorted out, ready to go on, ready for attaching to I think. Oh, let's see if I can get this other. One thing I've got to do, put the other bench lamp on. Sort it out quickly. There we go. It's dropping over there with it. There we go. There we go. Bit of light on the situation. All nice and shiny. Sort it out, ready. I'm getting told off for not having the mic close enough again. So there we go. So you can see all nice and shiny ready on that. And that's the other part of the tail. So, and that's all glossed up, and I've done the other parts that I needed to do to it. So yeah, that's all ready. So they're just being packed to one side to dry. So they're all sat to one side. They're just drying slowly. A little bit tacky. And then with the radar dome. Now, and on the other side of that, but that's what it's basically like today. So that's the underside, all sorted and deckled up. So that's all sitting there quite happily, all shiny and glossy, ready to go on. So today we've got the support arms for the radome to finish off. We've got the undercarriage to go on to the wings, which I'll be doing in a little while and getting that sorted. So that's why I'll be playing with the wing tonight and get part of that painted up that needs to be done. There's one there. So I'm getting backroom American from the missus tonight. She's right behind me. So we've got some smaller parts still to go on to these, like the little fins that need to go into the wing. So I'll get them on as well tonight. I'm just going to make sure I get these in the right order. Here we go. So there's 3 that goes into the wing group. Go. And then we can at least work out which ones are going where. So, where's number 53? 51 and 53. Dum. Oh, I put my snips. There we are. Some strange reason I thought it would be a great idea to put a ejection pin marking right on the edge of that as well. Just what we don't need. So fun part now if I can get this bit off. There we go, that's better. So there. You know, okay. More slicky stuff. Number 53, which is one of these. For some strange reason, they've on every single one of these small little fins, they've got an ejection pin marking right onto the actual connector that goes onto the actual model. Great move. Typical Hella. Nope. Tough. Oh, you don't want to go in there, do you? It's fine. Okay, replace your buttons. There we go. Sorted. There's another one. Section. Three bits in. And we've also got some clear pieces to go in the wing so far. So all these, I want the aluminium. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the back of these. Including the light fittings as well. Should be slightly good what they are. Okay. Also, I forgot to put it on quiet. Human. There we go. Let's see. We've got Sarah Jane popped in saying hi all, popped in to thumb up. And then we've got Sprue saying hi to Sarah Jane, and then Sarah Jane's going hi Dave Hugs. Good evening, Sarah Jane. Welcome to the show. These ones as well. And there we go. Once them's sorted, I'll give them a couple of minutes to dry. What I will need the other type of glue, because we don't use, I never use the normal glue for this. And we might have to start gluing the undercarriage in. Now, make sure we get these the right way around. So they've got to go to the front like so. In the front there. As per usual, the little holes aren't big enough or deep enough, I would say. Oh, where's my little drill bump? Just got to clear them out just a little bit. drop in nicely. Drill through my finger at the same time. And there we go. I do like this little pin drill because it's got that big piece on the end there, so it makes it easier when it's in your hand. When, if you like, with me, you get the odd shakes every so often. Trying to grip the small-ended one can be a bit awkward, and it allows you to put enough pressure onto the drill bit. Four. I'm going to set this back in the right position now. Okay, so we also have these to stick on as well, just to make sure I get them in the right way around. Number 19 will go on sort of front there, yep. So that goes over there. Leap on there, and drop. Ah, that's better. Locking it into place a lot easier now. Number 19, which is that one. This one goes right. No, wrong side. Typical. Well, that's not wrong then. That one then should lock onto the piece like so. And again, the pin's not deep enough. Try again. There we go. Perfect. So then actually go onto there like so. Get onto there. And you should you into there, or you into the front like so. And that should hold it there nicely. So, okay, we can glue that together now. On those bits, paint the undercarriage doors. And a bit of a, and of course, being typical Hella, they've actually got an ejection pin marking right in there, so you can actually see it. So that's another thing that's going to have to be removed. Okay, so that's got rid of that one. We'll glue that onto this. Just make sure I'm getting these the right way around. Okay, so that's 1 inch, isn't it? And get the other piece of undercarriage. And again, we've got another injection moulding pin mark to get cleared. Like so. We'll probably have to do the same with these ones where they're out the holes again. Don't have to go too much, it's just a little bit just to help it. Like so. And this one should. Missed it, there we go. And that now fits in there properly. I'll go over that piece. And there we go. Have I done it the right way around? Yep, I have. I think. Nope, I haven't. I've done it the wrong way around. No, I think I've actually. Yes, I have got them the wrong way bloody around. Typical. Ugh. It's supposed to go that way. There we go. See, we'll get them the right way around at some point. Yep. Supposed to go that way. Yep, that's better. Okay, so we'll leave them to dry for a minute and then we'll paint them up. Then we've got Marcus saying hi to Sarah Jane, and then Sarah Jane saying Marcus hugs. Then Colin saying hey Sarah Jane, and then Sarah Jane saying hiya Colin. Didn't see you hiding over there, hugs. Then you got Cora Pink saying hi to Sarah Jane. And then Sarah Jane saying hi Cora, hope you're a little bit, you and the little one are better. Yeah, well, so do we, because he's had vomiting and diarrhea, is the poor little lad. Marcus is saying that wingspan looks awesome. Yeah, it's quite big. For a 72nd scale plane, it's quite big. But the one that's after this sort of build, which is at some point what I'll be doing, will be the B-52. And if you can get an even bigger wingspan to it. And then we've got Nigel's modelling mention. Good evening, Nigel. Welcome to the show. He's saying, hi everyone from Model World. And we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Nigel. Marcus saying hi to Nigel. So, put that to one side for a minute. And carry on doing these bits. That's them in them. Okay, so these should be dry enough. Now this is a slightly different glue, because this one doesn't actually silver up, well, fog up the clear parts. It's a PVA glue, that one I'm using there. Nope. That's one in. I'm just going to be careful I don't hit the laptop. It's doing all the stream at the moment. Okay. Go. Just be moving too much on that. There we go. Put 2 little wing lights in. Right, coming together slowly but surely. So on the wing is a ice breaking piece that's at the front of the wing. Now what I used last time was lead belcher, so it does a good job for it, which is actually one of the Citadel paints I'm using. You got Colin saying hi to Nigel, and Nigel saying hi Sarah Jane, what are you saying about the Lancia kit being too difficult for you? And Sarah Jane's going, oh no, sorry to hear about that, Ross. Hope it's a bug that clears quickly. Yeah, so do I. He was up most of last night, sadly. But he seems a bit better today. He's just a bit more tired because he's been up since early hours again. You've got Nigel saying, hi Marcus Brun and 56 Workshop. Ross and Cora Pink, at least little one is ill this weekend rather than next. Yeah, well, that's what we're hoping as well. And then you've got Hugh Gordon saying hi to Sarah Jane. And then Nigel saying hi to Hugh Gordon. What do you think of the MW clear coats? Sarah said, Nigel, some of the photo etch and suspension looks really fiddly. I'll watch your build first. You'll have it finished in no time. And Hugh's going, the matte coat looks promising. Going to give it a try. Oh, groggy throat, or froggy throat, I should say. Where's the brush I want? Not that one. Not that one. That one. Oh, cool. So the fun part, trying to get this little off nicely. Oh, one. The good thing about me doing this and then putting the gloss on it first, it means if I do make a slight error like that, I can just wipe it off. And oh, with my finger. Oh, and I've just knocked out one of the pin flins. Yep. No, that's not it. Very cool. Stay there then. Sod all I do that. First thing I do is knock off one of the bleeding fins. I'll put on. So what have we all been working on this week then? Anything good? You all know what I've been working on, so let us know what you've been working on and what's on your bench and what's been in your belly. You got Hugo saying, yep, and then you've got Cora Pink saying, poor baby spent 4 hours of being sick every 15 minutes. Finally got back to bed about 7 a.m. Been better today, but refused dinner. Just hoping we don't get a repeat tonight. Good. And Cora Pink saying, very true, Nigel. It spoiled my plan to start potty training. Yeah, just a little bit. And you got Marcus saying, still on my A10, slowly but surely, full prime tonight, and hopefully I can start painting soon. Oh, fair enough. I'm sure you'll get there, mate. And then his belly is fresh ganache with mint and tomato sauce. Sounds good. Got most of that sorted out. Edge. Turn it over now. This side I haven't glossed yet. I'm going to try to be a bit more careful when I go along. Should be near the same principle as ever. Good. Just slightly wider brush. The problem when you try to concentrate on this sort of thing is it takes up a bit of it, but other than that, it's going together. Because when you're like brush painting, it's you do have to concentrate a little bit on it. Make sure. Right, okay. Yeah. I could have actually masked this off and put a bit of tape down it, but it would have made life a lot bit easier, I would have thought, but I just like making stuff hard work. I'll have to touch that edge up again, I think, when I get a chance to. Yeah, definitely. Touch that edge up with a bit of the grey, but other than that, it's coming together. I've got to remember here now is where I'm doing the engine part here. I've got to just be careful I don't go onto it. So probably need a second coat anyway, like on the tail parts, but I'll get there in a minute. I don't really have to work the brushes performing, but we'll get around that in a minute. So, I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to touch up around that wing line with this light grey. That should be easy enough to do. Where's one of the other brushes that I want? Typical of brushes that I do want, I'll have to put away again. Where's it? There. There you go. That's it. That's better. Here are a couple of little stray hairs that are sticking out from the brush. I don't want them. Get rid of them. Oh, that bit done. You can see it's coming along quite nicely, but it's a bit jagged, but I will tidy that all up in a bit. Let's see what else you got in. You got Lynn Diplin saying, "Hi Ross and Cora, hugs everyone. Just got home from work, so I'll be right back." Fair enough. Good evening, Lynn. And you got Colin saying hi to Lynn. And you got Cora Pink saying hi to Lynn. You got Marcus Brun saying hi to Lynn. You've got to check this pattern on this wing. I'll squash them down. Oh, if not, I feel I've actually knocked one off, but then one. Sure. There we go. So it goes all the way to the top root. The wingtip goes to there. Okay. A 7 point up there. It's one side of the wing dump. I did have a new toy finally arrive yesterday, and or was it the day before? I think it was. And that's of a Warhammer Valkyrie. So that'll be an upcoming build that I'll be doing on the live stream on the Tuesday night, and I may be having a guest whilst building it. So hopefully, yeah, that should be an interesting thing for you to all to sit and watch. So that's one side done. We just got a bit of touching up to do on that. So we can do the sky grey to that. Yes, we're just gonna go along this line. Just bring it back. Like so. Does it help if you don't put the brush into the wrong paint, Ross? one of the reasons why I like these brushes. They do hold the head very well, and these are Tri-Grips brushes, and you get these from ABC Brushes, which is a group on Facebook as well as on the internet, and I think you can get them on eBay as well, and I'm not sure, I think he's also on Amazon as well. I do like these brushes, especially the value for money, because when I'm doing metallics it does have a habit of destroying paintbrushes, even if you do use the softer, the brush cleaner. It does have a habit of destroying them. That one, yeah, right, a lot there. There we go. That. I've just got these two little bits on the side to do. Oh, that's one done. Look, that's that bit done. And then just got this last little bit on this side. And I can show you where I've got to on it. Because basically, unlike the Warhammer build I'm doing, the pieces on that Warhammer build are a lot smaller. So then I have to film that mostly on zoom when I do that. But this sort of thing, you need the full angle of the camera to sort of like partially see what I'm even doing. At the moment with a wing this size, it's not so easy to translate it into a position where sadly you can watch it on the camera as well while I'm doing it. Not so easy, but there we go. So that's the leading edge of that wing done. Got the Leadbelcher, which is now making the ice strip along the front. So one's been bent again, so I have to. We'll just take them out. A bit easier, I think. There we go. I'll put them back in there. Yeah, let's use it that way. So that's that side done. Like that. Something I've got a mark on there. Strange why I've done that. So I'll blend a bit of paint over the top of it. And there we go. Okay. So now I've got to do the other side. Ugh. It's gone a bit too far on that bit. So now what we've got to do now is just do the other side of the wing. So that's all leading edge all looking good. And it also means I can put the wing light in on this side. I'm going to do a bit. She's missed a tiny bit on that edge. Probably when you look at a different angle, you can actually see where you've missed tiny little bits. Otherwise, you're fine. There we go. I think we've got a little bit there. There we go. Okay, that's that bit. Yeah, just a tiny little bit so I've missed along there, and it's just showing up for when I was actually putting it onto a slightly different angle. Should get this side a bit quicker. Now I've got the right brushes in hand. So yeah, so after I finish this one build, I will be going on to another helikit, and next helikit will be the Warning Star, which was the predecessor to the AWACS. On the Americans' sort of like sources of thing. Let's see. You got Nigel saying hi to Lynn. He's also saying poor little lamb Cora Pink. How old is he? She? Yep, he's 4-year-old. You got Nigel saying, what have I been working on? Making videos, but I should be working on the 148 Lancaster, but it's just so boring. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that, Nigel. It's the only problem when you get a kit and you end up getting bored of it. I find that if I do get bored of a kit, I'll put it aside and put it back in its box until I get a sudden urge to build it again. And now I'm going less Cora Pink. You got Nigel saying, did you manage to get the doc's attention, or is it like mine, obsessed with everything other than real people? Cora Pink. Then you got Lynn saying hi to Colin and hugs, and you, Nigel, Marcus, all hugs. Cora Pink saying, not needed to get to the doctor, but have heard people having a hard time getting hold of our doctor. However, I've had no problems, and they have had me in to see them quickly when I've contacted them. And you got Marcus saying, looking good, Ross. And Nigel saying, just looked up those brushes on Amazon. It came up with an alternative. One of the sales pitches was, don't lose your time or joy. Think I'll leave them. Well, ABC brushes, and these are the Tri-Grip brushes, and I've never had a problem with them, Nigel. and for the price of them, you can't really go wrong. I mean, yeah, some people like more expensive brushes than I do, but they do what I want and at a good value. And whenever I've actually ordered any, I've received them within 2 to 3 working days of ordering them. So, but as I said, it's each to their own. I mean, I've never been out and bought expensive brushes. I think the most expensive brushes I've ever bought was a set called Nick Pro, and to be honest with you, I've not been overly enamoured by them, so I won't actually be getting them again. But these ones from ABC Brushes I've actually find quite good. So Linda was saying, so Ross, what are you building now? This is the AWACS from Hella 1/72, and hopefully I'll say by next week or next Saturday, Christmas Eve, well Christmas Day I should say, this will be completed. So hopefully once I've got these wing edges done, I will actually get the get this part done and leave it to dry over for a little bit, and then I will get on with putting the decals on the body of the aircraft. Tonight, so at least get that done, and then that'll be ready for gloss coating. We've got Dark Rainy Modelling. Good evening, mate. How you doing? And he's saying good evening, Chief and Cora. And then Dark Rainey's going good evening, fellow modelers. And you got Marcus saying hi, it's Dark Rainy. And Dark Rainy saying hi, Marcus. Hope you're well. How is the A10 coming along? It's getting there for him. Then Cora saying hi to Dark Ronin. Marcus saying it's getting there. Got it primed for paint tonight. Then Dark Ronin's saying apologies for late entry. Been deeply engrossed with my Tamiya 135th Chieftain build and totally lost track of time. Fair enough. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing, that's the main thing. Then Lynn saying sorry, I gotta go. Night night. Catch you all later. Night night, Lynn. Take care, love. And hope to see you back next week. And we've got Marcus saying night to Lynn. And then Dark Rain saying Marcus, glad to hear all is going well with the A10. Look forward to seeing your progress. As do we all. There you go, that's the bottom part done. The fun part is doing the top half again. Oh, just over. You don't need that out of the way a minute. For a second, and we'll back onto this one. So yeah. There we go. Now I've got the pressure on the brushes about right this time round. I'm actually getting them on. I mean, where I want the paint to go. Again, a couple of more little minor things that I'll have to touch up upon before I actually carry on with it. Other than that, yeah, definitely. It's fairly easy enough to touch up with this grey. Won't need too many markings and everything. Yeah, there'll be a few little bits I've got to touch up along this line, I think, as well, by the end of it. That can't be helped. It's easy enough to sort out. Unlike when I did the main part of the wing where I actually painted it white, that was more worthwhile masking that off, because it's now worse than trying to lay down a white on top of a darker colour when you sort of end up managing to screw it up. Clearing off the, like I've done there, quite badly. Yep, definitely. Yep. Oh, we got Dark Rain saying, "Hi Cora, hope you guys are all good." And then saying, Dark saying, "Night to Lynn." And yeah, it's been great to get some time at the modelling bench once again. A few days left to work before the Christmas break, so will definitely be more posts on the group and builds getting done. That's good to hear. And we've got Marcus saying, "Dark Ronin will post updates." That's always good to post updates. I do have my own group that I run, which is Airedale and Wharfdale Scale Modelers. It's a Facebook group, what we have, which is sort of like semi-linked to the My Scale Model Ninja name. Look, there we go. And we've got Colin just saying hello to Dark Ronin. Okay. So we've got a few little grey bits to touch up here and there. We'll sort that out in a second. Flatten that bit off. Like so. So that's all that bit sorted, so we shouldn't need the lead belcher anymore. Right. Okay, and turn the wing rack back round. We'll give that a couple of minutes to dry off a bit. Get the thing tacky. Now, I've got the body to do. I have actually touched up where I need to around the windscreen and everything. And I've cleaned that part off, as you can see. So that part's all sorted. Just need a couple of little tiny bits up there by the looks of it. So yeah. There we go. Got that bit sorted out. Got a bit there as well. Another thing I've got to actually do earlier on was go around and just touch up where some of it's just scratched off a bit. Scratches are mainly from when I actually test fitted the towel on, just to make sure they're all fitted together nicely. And it went on nicely. It did go on nicely, I should say. Now we're just going to touch up where those scrapes have occurred. A couple there on that side. Because when this tail goes on, it'll actually still be movable, so you've just got to be a bit careful. I don't scratch it too much. Let's see. We've got Colin saying hi to Dark Ronin. that way saying, Marcus, looking forward to seeing those, bud. I just posted up my latest build. I'm obsessed with tanks and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yep, very true. Then we've got Darian saying, Festus 7, hope you're all good. That fuselage looks very impressive, Chief. Fair enough. And Darian, never be ashamed about armour. Flyboy myself, but I do love a good kid tank. Is that supposed to be kit tank or whatever? Okay, so what I have done here is I've not actually cleared one of the clear pieces like we've got there. And I did say I was going to show you how I did it. And it's basically with a toothpick. You should just scrape it off quite happily. And it doesn't take a lot of effort. And there we go. One clear little window on the back of the plane, which is a tiny little one just there. So yeah, and that's all I do with them. I never actually mask anything off nowadays. I find it a lot easier doing it that way, especially when you're working with acrylics. There's no real need to mask it, in my opinion, really. So, next up, we will be doing some decals. So make sure we get these the right way around, which usually helps us. Okay. Eight. There's that one there. Okay. Now the decal shaft. A bit wider than the bottle top. Do it this way. There we go. A minute to dry off, and we'll also do the front nose piece. And this is where I find that all your model kits come alive when you do this sort of thing. And you know, it's sort of like the effort that you put in is all worthwhile. Okay. Now when I'm doing these decals that go really close to the windscreen, I'll generally cut the full back so it's actually that close to it. That way you know you're not going to get any problems about when you're pushing it up against the windscreen part of it. With all most decals you get the little bit on the edge that doesn't actually help when you're doing this sort of thing. That's that one done. We've got this loose enough, and we should get this round the door with the square window. Oh, we don't want to break free. Aha. There we go. Cotton bud. Michael set here at the moment. I'm using the cotton bud just to push it down gently so it fits it, and it also takes the excess off as well at the same time. And just dab it down gently, not too much. And then we've got our first decal on. So there we go. The first decal. The Dowa. As I'll show you. And then the next one, we should have that free enough now. Bring that way. And we should be able to get this. Hopefully we can get it off without it bending and folding over on itself. Let's just get a bit of juice on there just to help it move a bit more. There we go. Okay. And that's the nose decal on. The anti-flash decal. Next up is the US Air Force, I think. This will be a big bugger. I don't think there's any more door ones to go on this side. Well, there is at the back, which will be number 13, which is there. We can get that one on, might as well. So what's everybody's favourite part about building a model? Me, it's got to be when I'm starting doing this sort of thing. Putting decals onto it. It's got to be my most favourite part. It starts bringing your model to life, as far as what I think anyway. Dark Ronin, never be ashamed about armour. Yep, we've done that part. And then you've got Dark Ronin saying, Marcus, I have a stash of 172nd World War II warbirds to do, as well as some 148 as well. I should crack on with them, but always get easily distracted by tank kits. I am such a magpie for Tamiya tank kits. Yes, you have been known to be doing them a lot in the past, mate, but we all have our Croxes. And you, it's tank kits. For me, it's basically whatever I put whatever to build. So that's one of the difference between me and some modelers. I'll build practically anything except if it's like a civilian build. And that's one thing I won't generally do. I mean, I'll do like the London bus, and then yeah, those are sort of things I'm quite happy to build. It's big, chunky, challenging. Marcus going chatting with people in the hangout. You got Nigel saying my favourite part of the build is scratch building. Yep, I mean, if you've got a talent with it like you do, Nigel, then yeah, I can understand that very much so. I mean, as I said, you have got a very, very big talent for doing what you do when it comes to the scratch building stuff and that you come up with. I mean, how you do it half the time, I haven't got a clue. I mean, the way you work out what parts are right, what parts are wrong, and the detail you bring out in your kits, it's evident that you do love that part of it. So yeah, that's quite understandable, mate. Okay, here we go again. Hopefully, yep. Get you in a position. That's it. Okay, that's that one. Next is, let's see, 53. Hmm? No, ain't in that bit. 53 by it. 26 is next. One there. That's what I need. And number 4 right in the nose. Wait, me you. Where have you shot off to? Ah, there you are. One, I should. See? So. Pretty big to dip, so trim that a bit off. Oh, another thing for me this week is that I've had, sadly, one of the members of my group decided to finish modelling altogether, sadly, and he donated all his paints to me. Now, there are some lucky recipients out there soon, because as I got them all for free, and there's certain things in that lot that I will not use, i.e. the airbrushing stuff. So what I've actually decided to do is I've donated some of the materials that I got, especially all the stuff all to do with the airbrushing, to other modelers, especially ones that sort of like struggle a bit with money or cash flow or anything like that. So I've decided that I was going to send out some parts to them, or bits of them I should say, and that's what I've done. So they'll all be boxed up, and the people that are actually going to receive it, they all know which ones, who they are, and as I've informed them, the reason why I'm doing it is because it's been given to me for free, and I decided I was going to help other members as well. Yeah, nothing too bad. Yep. That's the 2 doors. All put down here. So we've got to finish off doing that too. Just push it down. You can get out of the way. So we've got the nose markings on there. 2 doors. So it's all coming together slowly. You got Dark Ronin saying the most enjoyable part of skull modelling for me is the build process. So enjoy the fettling and seeing the kit transform from sprue to chaos to a great looking model. Good. So here's another question for you all. What first got you started into modelling? With me, it was an old friend when I lived in Gibraltar. And when I was younger, I was sort of like sat around at home, didn't know what to do. I mean, that was before I found out that I could actually go to the pub at 13 and get drunk on beer. Weren't allowed to drink spirits, but at 13 you could go into a pub in Gibraltar and order a pint quite happily. So before that, sort of like realised that I could do that, a friend of the family turned around and said, like, have we go at building a model? Give you something to do. So I thought, alright, fair enough. I'll give it a go. What's the worst could happen? So yeah, I managed to build quite a few then, and I did actually enjoy it. And this old gentleman that actually showed me how to build it and everything, and showed me what to do, he used to build some absolutely stunning models. And I mean, they were absolutely stunning. And yeah, I actually loved whatever he did. I mean, he built civilian, military, ships, cars, tanks, the lot. But yeah, it was very interesting that way, and that's how I first got into modelling. And it sort of went mad from that. Then I took a few years hiatus and found alcohol, drinks, and all that sort of thing. We've got Crazy Kit Builder just joined us saying, have you finished that AWACS yet? No, I'm now onto the deckling stage. So, as you can see, the decals are going on slowly but surely. Engine pods and everything are all glossed up, ready to go on. There we go. So that's one of the engine pods, all shorted and ready to go on. There, the gloss coat's just drying on that. Tail's all glossed up. And you got Corapink saying hi at the Crazy Kit build. So, okay, Crazy Kit Builder. What is your most favourite part of building models? And also, what got you into doing models in the first place? So, stars and bars. Next. So, let me take one of you. Big bugger. One of them. And I also need number 10 as well, I think. Yep. Number 10 and number 12. That's number 12. And number 10. Okay. 10. Just above there, so we've got the stars and bars going in first. So, we've got Corapink saying hi to Crazy Kit, and then Marcus saying hi to Crazy. And then we've got Crazy, his favourite part is airbrushing. Fair enough. Okay, so, please. Back of that good soap. Already. Now with this one, we should just dip you into there like so, and same with this one. Them two sort of. Like Ray was saying, for me, it was curiosity. Started with Warhammer, and with a keen interest in World War II, I bought a few starter kits and got took under Ross's wing, and been very grateful for friendship and guidance. Hey, if I can help, that's what I'll do. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. I'd rather be helpful than be unhelpful. Let's put it that way. And I'm glad that it has been helpful to you, mate. I've definitely enjoyed our chats and everything else that's been going on when we've been building and everything. Okay. So that one. So, that one. Should really actually put the emoji there, fold over. Fold over. That's it. Get on there. Make it a bit easier to move it. It wasn't going to plan. Yeah, we'll try again. You shouldn't really do that, but sometimes you need to. And move it into position. Oh, that's the stone bar in place. Looks like it's roughly in about right place. Next we need you. Make sure we've got that right way up. That way up. This one goes. And of course you just had to fold over, didn't you? No, you dare. You're fine. You just had to do that, didn't you? Gotcha. Okay. What's that one done? Yeah, got Crazy Kit was saying I got into making models as seen some of my good friends Horace Painter, bass player in the Specials models, and he got me into building models. Nice one. You got White God Models in saying I made it. Sorry I'm late, Ross. Hey, no worries, mate. I'm actually running over a bit longer than I normally do. So I normally finish about 11:30. But it's now 20 to 12, and I'm still going, so there we go. White God Model saying, hi everyone, I hope you're all having a super magical, fantastical Christmas season. Yep, so far, not too bad, except for our little lad who's been a bit iffy at the moment. Corpink saying hi to White Glove Models. And everybody else is beginning to say hi to him and that. White Glove, that's a very large aircraft, I love it. Yeah, it's the AWACS. So far, it's going together reasonably well. So we've got that one to do there, and he's going to have to go just there. It goes over that 4 points. Yep. Like so. Okay, now the last main one, number 11 as well. Now there is. Where's that number 11 go? Ah, it's just over there. That one will go away, that can go out of the way. Okay. And we also need, what else have we got here? I think that's basically all the parts down here on the decals on that. So we now need United States Air Force one. And that will be the last of the big decals to go on this side. Crazy Kit was saying, it amazes me how many pop stars from the 70s and 80s are into kit building, or the even darker art of trains and model railways. Yeah, very much so. I mean, you've got quite a few people that are into it now, especially some of the famous people. I mean, oh, what's his name? The one who has he loves building train. He was on the news not so long ago, and he actually donated a lot of stuff to the train people that had their train sets trashed one year. Can't remember his bleeding name now. Completely gone out of my head. But yeah, he donated thousands of pounds and helped to replace the models that got busted. So full kudos to the bloke for doing something like that. Okay, so this one is that there, I think. Yep, just off centre. Okay. Now I've got the one last big one to go on this side. Do that one. I must admit, with doing these larger models, the amount of decals that go onto them and the size of those decals, you definitely go through a lot of the microset and microsole. That's one thing. Now this one I'm going to wait till it completely loosens off, because then I should, in all theory, just slide it off. Hopefully. I'll give that a chance to soak off, and then once that's done, I think no, it hasn't gone over yet. Normally I usually have it in this thing. I normally do have it in my little stand, which even tells me shovel shed, but it was buried behind a load of other paint. Sometimes I make the mistake of just grabbing hold of it. Pete Waterman, that was it. Yeah, you've actually met him. Yeah, nice bloke by all accounts. Pete Waterman, Jules Holland. Yep. I keep thinking Microset is going over soon. Nope, I will make sure it doesn't do that. Now this is the fun part, if I can get this off in one piece without it stripping and breaking in half, which is my other usual talents, is actually destroying it now. Going all the way to that one. Okay. Now you're going to come loose. Yeah, you are. But you're going to cause a problem, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, come on. You know you want to go in place properly. Aha! I've got it. Now you're going to move. Let it move a bit easier. Okay. Just going to move that down just slightly. Line up with that. There we go. Yeah, well, straighten up. So it should be near enough. I'll be this side done, and I think I will probably be calling it. Don't you soak? Nope, I've just soaked it in. Well, I'll just cover it in the Deco Soft, the sole, and it worked, and I'm happy enough with the result. I mean, you can use warm water. I use just use directly on the Microsol Microset, and the best thing is it softens the decal at the same time as loosens it off the sheet. So yep, there we go. So that's the US Air Force part onto it. So that is one side completed on the AWACS. Now I'll probably get the other side done while I'm off air, and I'll get the wings glued on. So it'll be near enough ready to finish off on Saturday. So Christmas evening I'll be doing another live show, because hopefully people will join us. You never know. There might be some more mad people out there. So, yep, that's where we're going to leave it tonight. So we've got halfway over. I'm quite chuffed with where it's gone so far. We've just got a few more little bits to go onto it, like the little fins and everything. So we'll get them done. Plus we've got the support legs for the radome dish to do. And then hopefully on Saturday, once the wings are all glued together and everything, yes, I'll be doing a stream on Christmas Day. So that's one thing I will be doing, because it's my normal day, Saturday, and most of the time, by that time, the kids should be in bed, and the wife will probably be snoring off her Sunday dinner, well, which will be having on the Saturday, of course, Christmas dinner. So there'll be just me sitting around doing not a lot. So I thought, well, I'll do a stream, and then keep anybody else that's sitting around doing not a lot, then they can come and join me and have a bit of a chat and a natter and everything, and hopefully give you something to do, and then hopefully you'll get to bench and have a bit of fun yourselves. So that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll just go back up to face cam. Just move you out of the way a minute. And get the tail and everything glued on in a bit. So we've gone over from what I normally do. Yep, so yeah. As I said, I will be streaming on Christmas Day. So anybody, as I said, is at a loose end in the evening, won't be until 10 o'clock at night. Hopefully I'll still be sober enough. So that should also be quite an interesting one. Also Monday and Tuesday, also a bank holiday. Yes, it is very much so. But Tuesday night I'll be doing my normal stream as well, which is a bank holiday Tuesday. I'll be doing that one as I normally do. That'll again also be at 10 o'clock at night when I start, like tonight. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. If you have done, please give me a thumbs up. That'll be much appreciated. And also, as you might have noticed, there is a buy me a coffee thing on my channel. That's if people would like to help support my hobby, and please do. And then it all goes towards building stuff for the channel, so that's where it will get spent one way or another. So other than that, all I can say is good night and have a happy Christmas if I don't see any of you until then, but I'll see you all on Tuesday night hopefully, where I'll be carrying on building the Celestial Hurricanum from Warhammer, and I'll see you then. So night night, take care, and happy modelling and stay safe. Night night for now.